We've got a young lady, a local young lady, going to be singing our national anthem. Miss Kristen Wellens is going to be singing our national anthem, so if you would, please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, what? Look at that.
Sorry, man.
That thing got chilled.
Big man running.
Our sponsors, Southern Automotive, we appreciate them. Lowe's Hydraulic and Equipment, Dominion Energy, your Clover Power Station, also Hitachi Energy, ODEC, and also Smart Ford, some of their sponsors, and we'll go through a list of them out here
Just enough
tonight.
to get out of the way of these vehicles if one should come loose from the sled. All right, Charlie Martin, on the Little Hoss miles per hour speed limit,
After they pull this track,
you can look at the sign at the far end. For Charlie, you see that speed limit near perfect for Charlie, 14.4.
One way or the other. The four-wheel drive, you got four wheels pulling, all four. Tractor's a little bit different. Little light on the front end, starts to drift a little bit, you're bumping.
.373, 53, 373, 53, 13.6 on this team.
373.53. at 13.6 miles an hour for Lee Durham. That'll put him number 1. Casey Martin coming up next. Casey Martin coming up online. This young lady is the sister of Charlie Martin. She's looking to beat 373.53. All right, Casey's got a tight chain. We got a green flag and a green flag. The track is hers. Got to beat 373.53. All right, ladies, let her hear you. You got to get behind her.
.208, 35208, 12.8 on the speed.
Up next, Stephen Bottenfield on a 1066 International. Still looking to beat 373.53. Now, if you saw Stephen Bottenfield,
.328.78, 328.78.
all right, Chuck Kelly coming to the line on an 826 International. .56 for Chuck Kelly. 307.56. Now he only made it to 11.4
on the speed.
For his top speed. Didn't carry it quite as far as he needed to be. Ashby Wise on a 1466 International will be the last tractor in the class. Very important decision. Gotta beat 373.53. Here we go.
3297. 13.9 on the speed.
0.9 miles per hour. That'll put him good enough for number 3. Being told he did turn his pull down earlier. I was not aware of that. Charlie was the first puller in this class. He had that option. All right, here we go. Got to go past 373 without running more than 14.5 miles per hour. At 12.6. So here's a rundown one more time. Leader number 1. Casey Martin number 2. Ashby Wise number 3. 4 now goes to Stephen Bottenfield. 5 to Charlie Martin. 6 Chuck Kelly. John Nickel, number 1 on the hook. Last year's champion in this class. He also does the announcing. I'm just here filling in. We got a green light. The track belongs to John Nickel. He's on a Alice Tavern. I'm being told he's going to keep that. 314.30. All right, here comes Darryl Battle, the Ticket Chicken Farmall. Darryl, he's got a tight chain, a green flag and a green flag, looking for 314.30.
I like it. I like the dark. I think.
266.03 for Darryl Battle. Y'all give him a big hand. Looked like he was having trouble getting it to go straight.
How are you, Will? Good, how are you? Good.
Gotta beat 314.30. 262.81. 262. Anybody's win. As close as these guys run, they're all close friends. They help each other out. They might look like rivals on the track, but they'll all be sitting back there drinking a beer under the tent after this thing is done. All right, he's got a tight chain, a green flag and a green flag. Got to beat 314.30. How many John Deere fans think he can do it?
Give me your bag.
That'll put view number 2. Last in the class, Michael Allen. How many Ford fans do we have? I got a Chevrolet on my shirt, but I'm a die-hard Ford guy. Here we go.
That wasn't for you.
On the Virginia Outlaw, John is throwing out some shirts. We had a little problem with the air compressor.
Chad finished up number 1 last Sunday right there in Dillwyn. Out of the 16 trucks, put the Chevrolet.
All right, guys, the track belongs to Chad. Here we go. John, see if he's going to keep it or turn it down.
If you don't know where that is, it's right there at Camden. If you don't know where that is, it's Elizabeth City. You're right in the landmark. Used to go right by their house when I headed to the beach.
Come up a little bit short, guys. 313.71. 313.71 for Earl White.
200 pounds, 650 cubic inch motor, naturally aspirated, non-Hemi, so it has to be a wedge motor, non-Hemi motor.
Got a tight chain. You hear that truck rev really high. We'll get John to explain that clutch system in a few minutes. Here we go. Silver bullet forward.
You're going to see a little bit later tonight.
Green light, green flag. On the silver bullet, Jared Paulette. There you go, Ford fans, 319.45. Now, how many Ford fans do I have? 31. You got a little bit more speed. You want to be able to put the tail. There you go, Ford fans, 319.45. Now, how many Ford fans do I have?
By the hand controls, and go from there. Now this truck he's worked on for the last 2 years.
Trying to beat that Ford. Another chance.
Bob Simmons on another foolish habit on deck.
John Hill's picking it up. Still got a little bit short. 319.15.
32 miles an hour.
Not much. It did have a lighter tint to it. No dust. That's good. But as the night goes on, as the sun goes down, as we plow through it, so to speak, with these vehicles, it will darken up
In your lap.
You heard that truck lay down a little bit right there at the end. I think it had a little bit more in it, John, but it laid down.
Might be, they've been kind of struggling with the fuel system on that truck and trying to get the gear ratio right. The donations of products and services out here for the truck and tractor pull. Adams Construction, for their equipment on the grounds. Donovan Engineering and Construction also. Before and ran this right side line a couple years ago and put this truck on the #1 spot. Maybe he's thinking deja vu might happen again.
I can't quite remember that one.
I don't know how he knows.
I'm not going to ask any questions.
The foot was a little hot. And she said, she's telling me this story. She said, I got stopped by a police officer today. I run to the 45. I'm running about 52 miles an hour. I said, you get a ticket? She said, well, I told the officer, you don't get pretty women.
To the extreme, Dodge. How many Dodge fans we have again?
Watch him. 300.
Here we go.
320.63. And see if he can make that leader marker around that red marker. Get it to glow. Let's wait for the one last puller in the class. Sitting in the #1 spot in the point state. And right now hooking up and see if he can make it work for him tonight.
He's moved back to the middle of the track. He's been sitting here watching. All right, here we go. We got a green flag and a green flag. Gotta be 320.63. He made a good stab at it, 318.71, and you see him wait all the way down to 100-foot mark before he opened it up. Class. Tommy Henley on the all mixed up, finishing up #1. #2 spot, R.B. Moore to the extreme. #3 spot, Jared Parlett on the silver bullet. #4 spot goes to Mike Simmons on the number 2 habit.
Number 5 spot, Philip Simmons on the Foolish Pleasure.
All right, come on, guys, make some noise. All right, E.L. Harlow with a tight chain. Got a green flag and a green flag. Here we go. The Harlow Harvester. We'll wait and see if he's going to keep that full or turn it down. I'm hearing that he turned that down. 308.74, he turns it down. Boy, I forgot, this is John Deere country, ain't it? E.L. Harlow turned down 308.74. Dan Nelsonroe on the recap this international will be measured.
Moving to the left side of the track.
Building that boost, trying to get those RPMs up, trying to get that turbo spinning. You'll see that smoke go cold black. .26 for Chad Nelsonroe, 3:15.26. A good call by E.L. Harlow to turn that bull down.
We got a baby over here that's probably about, what, 3-4 months old? How old? 5 months old? Don't do it first try. What we got up here? Todd Tanner.
Todd Tanner and the old grandma. .15 for Todd Tanner.
All right, Tanner, you need a, look, you got to have a seat, sir. Come on. You can stand up, you can't guess on your...
Dustin Reynolds coming up on track. And the Pulling Teeth International got to beat a distance of 3:15.26.
Erica got it right.
Yeah, Dustin Reynolds. Get ready to bring it off the line. Get ready to build boost.
Nobody could work with it. So they stuck me over there with it.
Now, Dustin is in the dentistry.
Yeah, on the other side of the road.
I won't say an oral surgeon. But Dustin Reynolds out of Lynchburg, Virginia, on the Pulling Teeth International.
Puts him number 1, 3:20.82.
All right, you ready for this song? This will go back before your mom and daddy's time. In my time, too. No, I went to the movies to see this. darn right. This might go back in our time.
When you do this and this and this and this, you have a day off.
Actually, Farmville on September, somewhere in September. Look at the schedule. Top of my head, I cannot figure it out. But Bob Martin on a Boss Hog binder on the International Power.
Had to be 320.82. Your number one spot right there. 320.89. Number one, 320.89. John, you talk about running close. Good run on the International for Bob Martin. He's looking at the number one spot. That's where you're looking at the number one spot. It's close down here.
The track conditions can change. These big 24.532 tires are turning up the track. But the track crew down here is doing a wonderful job. It's smoothed down, leveled out. It's not a hippity hump and you get a bad bump down here. It's got a good hook. So we'll watch Billy on the lights out in the block. So when he breaks on bringing up the RPM, smoke's going to change, get darker and darker. He's going to flip the valve. All the fuel's going into the pump, up on the RPM, hard on the clutch.
Zero. 320.60 puts him number 3. What a close back between those last three. John, we got a 320.60, 320.82, and a 320.89. How's that for being close?
Now this young lady right here has been involved in pulling all with antique tractors. And then coming over to the dishes.
So she's doing double duty. She's not only trying to win the pool, but beat him too.
All right, Chrissy Martin.
It's EO.
On the High Maintenance International.
John, that was not Chrissy Martin.
I see it now.
346.37. They pulled a fast one on. Chrissy Martin on an International 966. All right, ladies. She don't have her helmet on right now. Show her your support.
It don't take the point on the High Maintenance International.
You see it, she's number 1. 320.9. got one. Oh, we got two. Another one across the track. John, you might want to give her a shirt.
This tractor right here coming out of North Carolina. Every site's on the scarecrow.
All right, every site. Here we go. .63 for every site. Your winner, ladies, is Chrissy Martin.
Alrighty, you run down in the class, putting her on the #1 spot. Chrissy Martin on a High Maintenance International, #1. #2, Bob Martin on the Boss Hog Binder. Your #3 spot, Dustin Reynolds on the pulling tee. #4, Billy Rice on the Lights Out. #5 spot goes to Chad Neserote on the Recap Disc. #6, E.O. Harlow on the Harlow Harvester. I think I'm going to just put it right in the middle and whoever goes the furthest. I think the track crew's been a wonderful job. I'm going to tell you, that skid steer, working it in down on the other end, if you looked at the other end, it's fairly smooth. Not deep holes, not a lot of dirt. This is where the horsepower is going to come to the top.
Yeah, the only concern I got is it looks a little hard. We've got so much horsepower. If we don't dig in a little bit, we could overpower the track. So you watch these guys with the blower trucks, they're going to be real smooth with the throttle. And that's who's going to win. Whoever can apply the horsepower correctly is going to win it tonight.
Inches on a big blower. Now I want to tell when he comes out here, I want to show you something on the front of that. I want to see if you can recognize what that is on the front of that motor. That big blower. I'm gonna tell you what it is. You don't know what it is, do you?
I don't know
where it come from. I'm gonna tell
I
you.
don't know where it come from.
You got to be able to look at it. You'll understand it when you see it. That big air intake right there is what they call a Dolly Parton hair dryer. Now you'll see some of them spray a little bit of alcohol or a gel around
a wheel speed. They might not be running much over 30 miles an hour with a sled hooked to them, but if they come loose, they're going to go way out quick. All right, here we go. Crystal Wilson.
Back in. Catching right on the mark. She's being the test puller. You're right, she has that option to take it or turn it down. We'll wait and see how it works out.
Sorry about that. 313. 313.
9 times out of 10, you keep a good run. EL came back on a rehook, did a little bit better. Chances are, track conditions might have changed a little bit from the first hook coming back to the last hook. Don't know. A lot of times you make a good smooth
30.7 on the speed.
Kind of keep it.
All right, guys, he's got Ford across the front of it. Alan Brown looking to beat 313.89. All right, here we go. All right, Ford fans, I got to hear you one more time.
He's looking down the track. You see that yellow light come on. That's letting you know you're up on that rev chip. You started seeing a little bit of popping. That rev limiter is pulling that motor back a little bit to keep it from singing too high and sending pistons out the sky. Now they have Steve, Crystal, and Darren.
All right, Steve Wilson on the Running Bear Chevrolet. How many Chevrolet fans do we have? Gotta be. All right, here we go. Looking to go past 318.85. Steve Wilson in the Running Bear Chevrolet. Talk to it.
Brandon Lee, Zebulon, North Carolina.
Great. All right, Brandon's got a green line, a green flag. Here we go.
Country, also WAKP and WHLF and WLUF. Those sponsors out here tonight. Darren Wilson, young fella doing the driving. Dragon Motorsports LLC. Dragon Motorsports LLC. Put a thumbs up, and then you'll be able to click on that, like it, share it, and when things come along, you'll get it in your news feed and know what's going on, what's happening.
0.89. Last chance.
put him on the number 1 spot. Darren Wilson on the Dirty Money, number 1. Number 2, Alan Brown out of North Carolina on the Sweet Thing. Your number 3 spot. Crystal Wilson on her Dirty Money. Your number 4 spot. Brandon Lee on the Wild and Blue Chevrolet. Number 5 spot. Robbie Campbell on the Reckless Horse. And 6, Steve Wilson on the Running Bear. Finishing up those 6 in the 2-wheel drive. Well, you start taking this lot.
Absolutely. And we need them. We need each and every one to help us in a time of need.
They're always on the other side of 911 when you're calling for emergency. 1 turbo, bringing up the RPM, Bradley Seal on the Mother-in-Law's Nightmare.
$294.89. We'll wait for a decision.
The clutch. That left foot is holding down as that RPMs come up on the motor. So that clutch is trying to...
They're blowing off Bradley Seal with a leaf blower. Try to get him ready to go, come back a few hooks from now.
True John Deere. 6-cylinder diesel. 466. These tractors came from the factory somewhere around 100 to 125 horsepower.
For that John Deere.
Now you saw that thing started bringing up the RPM. You saw a little bit of fire, and it goes out. That's where all that fuel is coming in there. They've got what they call water injection. They've got nozzles sitting right in there in the cylinder head. They're spraying 6 nozzles, spraying into, going right into the cylinder head to kind of cool that fire. The bad thing about it, I got to go during the week, because the weekend I'm gone fully.
I'd probably rather be full.
We interrupt this marriage between April and September. Laid out and balanced out. Those weights are about 75 pounds each. Got them strode across the front. Bringing up the RPM.
For Steve Flint, 317.19 puts him number 1.
Get them in line. Ashton Bateman, Anna Hall, Al Springston, Aaron Bunch, Jeremy Goodwin, Downey Gorman, Ian Hall, Madison Hall.
We'll still think of 4 too.
come up a little bit short. What's in number 2? Fiat. Fiat owns New Holland. You know, I read something when I was working there years ago. General Motors tried to buy the Fiat automotive industry, or well, the automotive portion of Fiat years ago. General Motors was going to buy it. Gotta beat 317.19.
Watkins on the Total Chaos John Deere, number 4, out here tonight.
All right, up next, Street Gas. Street Gas up next.
Ashton Bateman on a 99 Dodge.
For Ashton Bateman. On the 99 Dodge. How many Dodge fans do we have? We got one section over here. There ain't no Dodge fans back this
They won't boo it.
Oh, they won't.
That ain't a boo. You make noise, you're just making noise. Anna Hall on the 82 Chevrolet.
Believe it or not, John, I had an 87 Chevrolet at one time.
That's what they said about the Mack trucks. One but 2 trucks ever made, and Mack made both of them. Oh, Anna Hall, come on, girl. Did you see it? She had a phone in her hand. She was text messaging. 222.47. 222.47.
I believe that one was a little more stock than that first one.
That thing is purebred stock, bone stock.
I got your video.
But you know what? It can go down the road.
And it bounced like it might be a straight gear. I might be wrong, but that had that hop to it.
22247.
I had that old 87, had a 454 in it.
Okay, well, that was some Supremacy coming. Or here we got us a cat cap on. The other trucks you have no holes. Why do you think it's so low? Did you work on it?
No.
All right, got a B322.11.
Beat you. He'll never do that.
292.70.
She's about 2 months.
$265.63 for Aaron Bunch.
That Dodge won. The Dodge.
265.63. They're still chasing Ashley Bateman in the 99 Dodge.
That's not funny, that's right. Chevrolet.
Right here.
$286.52 for Jeffrey Goodwin.
Sticking around there.
Donnie Gorman's looking to beat 322.11. All right, Chevrolet fans, here's you another opportunity. $299.89 puts him number 2. Had a little bit of a bounce. If he hadn't had that bounce, he might have been close. Coming up next, William Humble on 78 Ford.
Dirty, new dirty.
Bring him in and run.
All right, William Hummel in a 78 Ford.
No dirty. Right, here goes.
Looking to beat 322.11. Madison Hall up next. 2002 Chevy.
No, we're not going to head on over there. It is 11:40.
Then Keith Agee on an 83 Chevy.
I will catch Alexa from Vernon.
Coming that early.
Yeah, he'd be like, how long has it been since you done this? All time. .96 for Madison Hall. All right, last in the class, Keith Agee on an 8 Brent Saflita. Oh, there they should have made right.
Keith Agee, last in the class.
Almost stopped screaming. Puts him number 2, 316.26.
He said, I'm in it to win it. I don't care if I blow it up or not. $24.7.
All right, number 1, Ashton Bateman on the 99 Dodge. Number 2, you just saw him, Keith Agee on the 83 Chevrolet. Number 3, Donnie Gormas, Rotten Pumpkin. Number 4, Al Springston on the Tahoe. Number 5, Jeffrey Goodwin on the Rust Bucket. Number 6, Aaron Bunch on the 94 Chevrolet. Number 7, Madison Hall on the 2002 Chevrolet. Number 8, Anna Hall on a 82 Chevrolet. And number 9, William Hummel on a 78 Ford. That rounds out the street game.
Into the short roads. Your last class of the evening on the street diesel. 3 of them out here tonight. Tyler Zimmerman on the Pitbull Garage here along with Dragon Motorsports. Have a safe trip on the way home. We have 3 left out here tonight. Oh Lord, easy now. She ain't paid for.
.14. 227.14 for Tyler Zimmerman.
I didn't bring you that good one because I knew it was there.
Pitbull Garage that's his sponsor on his Ford.
Yeah.
Toby Cox on an 06 F250.
Toby Cox on a 06 F250. Looking to be 227.14. All right, here we go. 300.67. What you mean that was a Ford? He come by here so fast you couldn't tell.
He was driving like he stole it. And then there was one.
This is the one I've been looking for right here, John.
Mess it up yet? No, don't do that. Good to see you.
It was kind of bad. The man sold the man the truck. He was there in the truck full. Prince of Toledo on an old 7 Dodge.
That puts him number 1. All right, Dodge fans. He was changing gears going down the track.
We done gone all night and didn't see no carnage. Prince of Toledo on the Dodge, number 1. Toby Cox, number 2. Tyler Zimmerman, number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince of Toledo, 7 Dodge. Good night. Have a safe trip home. Thank y'all for coming out here. If you had any trash and you've got trash in your area, just drop it off in the mailbox. If you would, just take it and get rid of it. Thank y'all. Good night.
This event is made possible by these sponsors: